Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dazzle-that-tarot, and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is hit me up in my email. Everything is in the description box. So let's go. So we're going to talk about Milagro grams from Mob Radio, aka Millie, and we're going to talk about NIQUE at night. Okay, so these are two African American content creators on YouTube. They are great at what they do. They have their own following, and they both are covering the Tory Lanez trial for allegedly powering Megan Thee Stallion. So, but here's Tito. Catch this. So, Millie is a pro-Tory content creator. She's also pro-Nicki. And her whole thing is, I basically take up for these artists that I like or I can attach myself to, and down who they don't like or you perceive they don't like. And, that gains you a following, an audience. People like to hear that, and you monetize off of it, right? And which is, to be honest with you, that's the name of the game, and that's the game she's playing. And to be honest with you, Millie does have a great speaking voice. And to be honest, she probably is fun to be around and everything else like that. And I actually like the fact that she's going after her dreams and she's doing what she wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really knocking that. Do I agree with everything she says? No, but I'm not supposed to. NIQUE at Night, very great content creator. I love what she does. She sells her own like sleepwear items and adult toys and stuff like that. She's great. They're both doing what they're doing. They're doing their thing. So there's no hate over here about that, okay? But let's talk about it. So NIQUE at Night came out with a video this morning. I was taking a bath, getting myself together for work, and I heard it, and it was basically, you know what I'm saying, it was something to do with Millie. So y'all need to check it out, right? And there was some mess going on down at the courtroom or whatever, between her and Millie. And, she said she matched the same energy, whatever the case may be. But look, I got time to actually tell y'all everything. So yeah, go to NIQUE at Night's channel and watch the video. So let's go ahead. So I decided to do this. All right. I already drew the cards for the two questions that I had, and I just got to go and do it because I'm running out of time, y'all. So what I wanted to know was, the first thing I wanted to know was how will Mob Radio feel after the verdict, right, between Tory Lanez and if he shot Meg or if he's going to get, in trouble or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be found guilty of anything? How is she going to feel after the verdict? And the first thing that came up, I did a 7-card spread. The past position talks about the Page of Pentacles. She had something in the past. This is an opportunity. This is money. So this is basically, she benefited from this in the past, right? She got an opportunity. She got money. I mean, to be honest with you, she did align with Tory Lanez. She did an interview with his dad or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And she has really, garnered the following. And she's gotten opportunities. And, he probably gave her, I don't know, allegedly, he could have, you know what I'm saying? Gave her a little bit of money, whatever. But the whole scenario is that she put herself in a position that was pro-Tory, which she monetized off, right? The High Priestess is in the reverse. This talks about blocked intuition or not listening to your intuition, not listening to your higher self. You have the Nine of Swords upright, which talks about anxiety, stress, things like that. It's a air sign. Basically it's all about communication and how we think. And basically this is her stressed out, and that's in the future position. Stressed out, anxiety, up at night, whatever, worrying. So far what I got is that what was an opportunity for you, you didn't really like use your intuition about it, like your higher self, because I kind of feel like if there was a little voice within Milagro, she ignored it, and whatever that little voice was saying was the right thing, and she ignored that. So now it's going to be in the future position. It's going to be something that goes on after the verdict, which makes her worry. Okay. The advice card is the strength in the reverse. Strength upright, that's emotional strength. You know what I'm saying? But in the reverse, it could be inner strength, but it's the need to have emotional strength because you may feel like someone's doing something to you, or they put you in a position where you can't get out of. And to be honest, you need to tap into your inner strength. So with Milagro, I think that she's a strong person, and I kind of feel like she's gonna have to do that afterwards, and I feel like she can. The current energy though is the Two of Pentacles. This is a balance. This is a fair exchange. She has sat there and basically pretty much helped sway public opinion of Tory Lanez, and she gets a coin for it. So he gets that, she gets that. Okay? Even exchange. But the obstacle is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, is a water sign. It's all about emotions, emotional intelligence, or whatever. And it's about intuition. She's very intuitive. She's about healing. She's a nurturer. But however, if that's your obstacle, and your current position also is that you're not listening to your higher self and you're blocking your intuition when it comes to this case, when it comes to Tory Lanez as an artist, Daystar Peterson as a person, she has blocked her intuition. Right? Because it's something that she's doing that obviously she knows there's a voice in her head that tells her not to do. Okay, so Eight of Swords is upright as the outcome. The Eight of Swords is restriction, imprisonment. But usually, and you feel like your situation you can't get out of. But actually, this is just this girl looking in the reflection. In the real life, she's not entrapped. So that is a prison of her own making. So in her head, she's gonna feel like that. Okay, in her head, after that, she's gonna feel trapped or tied into this situation. However it may be after the verdict. I don't know if he's going to be guilty or innocent, but based on this spread. But as far as how she feels, she's going to have something to worry about. Okay? Now, I don't know if it's going to be a thing of, because I did a reading on her before, and really, what it really told me was that, girl, it's like you have all this talent and you're being called to do something. You're a helper of humanity. Matter of fact, the strength card in itself is being called to care for others. So you can be a motivational speaker. You can be an advocate. Things like that. That's what she could be. And that's what her calling is, right? But, the thing is, it's almost like, and that's no tea, no shade to Millie. It's almost like, and this is my thought when I pick it up and I see this, and I seen that last reading and I see what she's doing now. I said it's a ceiling. It's almost like a ceiling there because because if I'm just using you as a mouthpiece to push a narrative, you're very you can be discarded easily. You know what I'm saying? So even if I promise you something, I can drop you like a bad habit when things don't go my way or whatever the case may be. Like, they don't take those type of people seriously. And the blessing that Millie has on her life is bigger than let me do some celebrity's dirty work and I'm going to get a coin for it. Because it's about the money. It's an even exchange. Okay? But I kind of feel like she's more than that. And if she taps in, she'll see that. Or she listens to herself, she'll see that. Okay, but that's what the whole thing about how she's going to feel after all this. But this is the spill between her and NIQUE NITE. And I asked how does NIQUE NITE feel about Millie. And I asked how does Millie feel about NIQUE NITE. And I asked what was the reason. Because it was some mess, right? For real, the Three of Cups came out. I don't feel like Nikki and Knight had a problem with Millie. The Three of Cups is a celebratory card. It's a community card for me. It's a, you see what I'm saying? They're in the bubble and it's gossiping. It's a community. I mean, they're coming together. They're celebrating. They're doing this. They're doing that. And I kind of feel like she kind of view her as a coworker because they're a coworker on YouTube, and they're cool. But I mean, she don't hang around her. That's fine too. But she ain't had no problem with her though. That's a positive card. Over here, how Millie feels about Nick at Night is totally a little bit different. She got the Page of Cups in the reverse. She feels like Nick at Night is immature and she's been given a lot of stuff, like she had a good life or something. Or you know what I'm saying? Like she look at Nick at Night and she see that it look. You know how some people, okay, it looked like you ain't never had to grow up without a meal before or something. Like I don't know. I mean, but she feels like she's immature. Okay. The middle, the issue is the Seven of Wands. Now I'm gonna tell you, the Seven of Wands though, it's about staying on top of protecting yourself, right? But and this right here, protecting yourself, right? But I kind of feel like, so it's kind of like sticking up for yourself. But I kind of feel like, why do they have to stick up for themselves? And I kind of feel like Millie was, I don't want to say, I don't even think it was all the way Millie. I think it's people, because the Seven of Wands comes from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And you're defending yourself. So I kind of feel like it's people out here that stir the pot with these content creators. They egg stuff on. They instigate stuff. And that's what they do to these content creators. And I feel like it's a thing of that's what it is. And I do feel like with Millie, they do that to her. And then after she say what she say, or whatever she's going to say, and I'm pretty sure she's going to say stuff because she feels however she feels too. But then they run back to the person that was talked about, and then they say stuff to them to, you know what I'm saying, instigate more, and then it's a whole instigation party going on. So how I kind of feel is that if you take that out of it, and a lot of it is jealousy, okay? And I'll keep it real. I don't feel like it's coming from Millie or Nick at Night. I think it's coming from the people who's telling them things. Okay? So you have outside people that's jealous of Nick at Night and jealous of Mob Radio. Okay? And then you have people who, just because they don't like Tori, is not going to like Millie. You have some people that just because they don't like Megan Thee Stallion, and to be honest with you, Nick at Night is mutual. That's the funny part. But because she's not saying that, you know, Tory Lanez is the most innocent person and Megan Thee Stallion is just messed up, since she's not saying it like that, people won't like that either. So I kind of feel like it's others. It's other people. And then not only that, she said a while ago that Millie felt some type of way that she didn't mention, shout her out or whatever like that, when she was saying something about a commentary or whatever on the Wiley show, whatever. I ain't got time for all that. I gotta roll. But that's what it is. And, you know, I think it's childish. And, you know, as black content creators, I think, you know, y'all got the opportunity to network down there. You know what I'm saying? See the celebrities network down there at the court, for real. And just, you know what I'm saying? Just meet up with people, your content creators that you usually see online, and have a good time and have a productive time. Y'all want to go down there and act ghetto and stir up drama for what? I mean, just because I will say that Nick at Night did say something about, you know, one of the guys that was with Millie was like, oh, now everybody wants a piece of the pie when they seen her coming up. And I'm like, everybody wants a piece of the pie? Did you tell the press that? How come all the real journalists that went to journalism school, you know what I'm saying, how come you ain't told them that? You know. But look, I feel like everybody can go down there. You know what I'm saying? It's a public trial, and it's about public figures. So why can't she go down there if her audience want her to too? So, I mean, I don't know. Look, all I see is people starting drama for no reason and people being messy. And I kind of feel like, if people stop being messy, then they can be more like this Three of Cups and really network and have fun. Stop. Anyway, so I don't feel like it was a thing that it had to be. It was just extra, and I feel like that's why people need to check people who are around them. Because if you want that type of energy for me, then I honestly feel like you're jealous of me if that's what you're doing. And I think that Milagro Grams has people around her who are jealous of her, and they're instigating stuff and calling it, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to look out for Millie. No, you're not. You want to see her in some mess. And if you want to see her in some mess, that means you don't care about her sanity. You don't care about her well-being. So you're not looking out for Millie. But anyway, but you think it's going to give views. I don't know. But that's not, they want to see you self-destruct. They want to see you look crazy. What if Millie and Nick at Night end up getting into like an argument? And even though I know that wouldn't happen, but you never know what happens. And they end up being in a fight and get locked up. So now the people that sat there and agitated it now get to see you get locked up and they get to laugh at you. See, they not your friends. They not your associates. They jealous of you. And that go for Nick at Night too. The people that came over there talking mess about her, they jealous of her because she got her own channel and she got a whole bunch of subscribers and she got her own following and she doesn't need nothing. And the people that went over there, they need to mind their business. I mean, it's just jealousy for both of them, against both of them. So, hey. Anyway, I got to go to work, y'all. Peace. I love y'all for real.